You just finished a huge project, you poured your heart and soul into it, and instead of feeling proud, that little voice in your head whispers, "It's not good enough. You missed that one spot. Everyone's gonna notice." That voice, the one that's always quicker to point out a flaw than to celebrate a win, is your inner critic. But what if I told you that you could start silencing it? Not in weeks or months of therapy, but in the next 60 seconds. First off, if you have that nagging critical voice in your head, you're not alone. It's a totally normal, if not frustrating, part of being human. This inner critic is a voice we internalize, usually when we're young, pieced together from all the critical things people have said to us. And then it just kind of sticks around. Believe it or not, its main job is to protect you. It's your brain's weird, misguided attempt to keep you safe from failure or judgment. It basically operates from a place of fear, using harsh words to try and stop you from taking any risks. But here's the problem. While its intention might be protective, its impact is destructive. If you let it run wild, that inner critic can crank up your anxiety, make you procrastinate on your biggest goals, and just chip away at your confidence until you feel totally stuck and worthless. It turns you into your own worst enemy, right when you need a friend the most. So, how do you fight back? Well, you don't. You get curious. The most powerful 60-second habit to shut down your inner critic isn't about arguing with it or shoving it down. It's about befriending it. I know it sounds a little weird, but this method puts some space between you and the negative thought, and it puts you right back in the driver's seat. It's a simple, three-step process you can do anytime, anywhere. First, the second you hear that critical thought, just pause and label it. Say to yourself, there's my inner critic again. Just giving it a name helps you detach from the thought. It reminds you that it's not a fact, it's just an old, programmed response. You are not the critic. You are the one hearing the critic. Second, instead of automatically believing the criticism, get curious. Ask the voice a simple, gentle question. What are you trying to protect me from right now? This question is a total game changer. It shifts the entire dynamic, from a fight to a conversation. You're acknowledging its motive without buying into its harsh message. Third, and this is the final step, you thank it. Seriously, just say, "Thank you for trying to keep me safe, but I've got this." This is how you reclaim your power. You're validating its purpose while respectfully telling it that you're the one in charge, not the voice of fear. This little technique is so effective because it completely interrupts the destructive pattern of negative self-talk before it can spiral out of control. When you're stuck in a loop of self-criticism, your brain is in a reactive, emotional state. The simple act of pausing, labeling, and asking a question pulls you out of that emotional mess brain and into your more logical, observant mind. This creates what psychologists call cognitive diffusion, which is just a fancy way of saying you can see your thoughts as just thoughts, not as direct orders or absolute truths. Mindfulness teaches us that when you can observe your thoughts without judgment, they lose their emotional power over you. You start to realize that the critical voice is just one part of you, and it doesn't get to dictate your actions or your self-worth. By meeting the critic with curiosity, instead of fighting it, you completely disarm it. Its only power comes from you believing it. When you start treating it like a well-meaning but misguided friend, it loses all its authority. Once you get the hang of the name and befriend technique, you can add a few other quick strategies to your mental toolkit. One is called the BUT-Reframe. When your critic says, "I always mess things up," you immediately fire back with, "But I've handled so many difficult situations successfully before." This breaks that all or nothing thinking and forces your brain to look at the actual evidence of your competence. Another fantastic tool is the self-compassion pause. When you feel that wave of self-judgment wash over you, just place a hand over your heart, take one slow, deep breath, and tell yourself, "This is a moment of struggle. It's okay. I'm doing my best." This simple physical act taps into your body's natural calming system and breaks the cycle of being so hard on yourself. That voice in your head doesn't have to run the show anymore. The next time it pipes up, you know what to do. Remember the 60-second habit. Name it, get curious, and thank it. You have the power to change your inner world 1 minute at a time. Your confidence isn't something you have to magically find one day. It's something you build, one choice at a time. So here's my challenge to you. Right now, think of a recent critical thought you had about yourself. Go through the 3 steps we talked about. How did it feel to step back and question that voice instead of just accepting it? Share your experience in the comments below. Reading each other's stories is a powerful reminder that none of us are alone in this. And if you're ready to build a stronger, more confident relationship with yourself, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. You have everything you need to become your own greatest ally, and we're just getting started.